All right. We're going to go over some notes for 1.6. This will not be as long. We're going to look at perpendicular lines, which hopefully it will be a familiar topic. All right. We know that lines are perpendicular when they intersect to form or when they form right angles, right? Meaning 90 degrees. And so the notation and symbol for perpendicular is like an upside down T, right? And so here we say line AB is perpendicular to line CD, right? And vice versa. Line CD is perpendicular to AB. Now, of course, you can also switch around the letters as well, line BA and DC. It doesn't really matter, okay? Perpendicular bisector of a segment, right, is a line segment or array that is perpendicular to the segment at its midpoint. Okay, and so EF, okay, is the perpendicular bisector of GH because it splits GH, the segment, into two congruent parts. That's why you have these tick marks here. Okay, and also it um, it's also 90 degrees to right angle. Okay, and so this intersecting point is called the midpoint, right? Which I think we covered in 1.7. Okay. You cannot say that GH is a perpendicular bisector of EF, right? Because we don't know if EF got cut in half, right? So you cannot assume that, right? It doesn't have a tick mark, okay? So this one is only one direction here, all right? So that's what a perpendicular bisector is. Okay, so we're gonna do an algebra problem here, all right? It tells you that if BC is a perpendicular bisector of segment AD, then solve for X, okay? If you want, pause it here and, set it up and, try to work it out on your own and then hit play to see the result. Otherwise, yeah, here we go. All right, so here's my setup. All right, we're going to set these equal to each other because they're congruent. Okay. I know some students, when they solve, they like to do this method of drawing the line through the equal sign. All right. I'm going to subtract 9x on both sides. Okay, we're going to use our solving skills. So this is negative 2x plus 10 is equal to, these cancel out. That's negative 2. And then here, I'm going to subtract 10 on both sides. These cancel out. Then we have negative 2x is equal to negative 12. And then we're going to divide by negative 2. And so x is equal to positive 6. Right? Positive 6. Now, if you want to make sure that it actually works, when you substitute in 6 in for x, they should be the same amount, right? And so here, this ends up being, I think, 52, right? And this one also ends up being 52. And so we know that's correct, okay? All right, I kind of gave you the answer here already, all right? But it says your friend Geo constructs XY, the line, so that it's perpendicular and contains the midpoint of AB. And he claims that AB is the perpendicular bisector of XY. Is he correct? No, he is incorrect. Because the way that he drew it, where the tick marks are, right, XY is actually the perpendicular bisector of AB. Okay, because XY is the one that's cutting AB in half, not the other way around. All right, and so be careful of the wording and the notation here. All right, I think that's it for 1.6. Kind of a shorter lesson there. Hope that was helpful. And then And yeah, that's it for today.